everybody, CarlRyds here, and this is episode 9 of CarlRyds Plays SimCity. In the last episode, we sorted out our trading depot, and we started trading in the recyclable materials that we've been collecting from our Sims during the week, and we've been selling those out and getting some money for it. In this episode, we're going to start tidying up the city and making it run a little bit smoother and see what else we can get into as well. Because this city is getting rather full at the moment and there's always issues that we need to sort out. Okay, so the first thing I need to look at today looks to be water, although it seems fine. There is a little bit of water pollution. So it could be worth adding a filtration pump to this particular water station here, because it is getting a little bit of pollution from these buildings here. So I believe, is it that one? Yeah, filtration pump for $60,000. Now the issue we have is, where do we put it? Because I really need to put it there. So I might have to get rid of these, unfortunately. So, oh, these are nearly bulldozed anyway. So let's get rid of this area here. Like so. And then we should be able to put that filtration pump into this area here. And that should, hopefully, help us filter out any of the bad stuff that's in our water. So if we come over here, whoa, we've got a lot of, what's this? Building fire. It's not good at all, is it? So let's get rid of this part of the road, because we don't need that, and then see what we have here. I might change it for some industrial area. Just so, you know, we're kind of keeping a little bit of industrial area here for our Sims to work at around the plant there, and the plant will be filtering out any of the bad stuff in the water in the filtration system as well. So that should be alright. So we've got a few people moving in already there. We have a sewage problem apparently. So, sewage problems, electricity problems, clothes need power, ah. Well, that's not good, is it? Right. What should we go for in terms of power? Because clearly the wind power is not creating enough. Coal, oil. We have a solar power plant down here that's currently powering the city, but it's not got enough power to power everywhere by the look of it, because obviously it's solar. So it's 8 megawatts during peak hours, and wind is between 3 and 3 megawatts, sorry, 75 megawatts for coal, 150 for nuclear 200. It needs water though, doesn't it, by the look of it? That's the only thing, and there's not that much water. We're gonna have to either go for oil or coal. Air pollution is high, air pollution none, air pollution high. What's this? Nuclear. Air pollution none, but educated Sims and large amount of water can create free, albeit dangerous. See, there's not that much water. If you look at the water table, there's not a lot of water in this city. There's some down there, but that's about it. And you don't want to use up all the water doing a power plant. So we might have to go for coal, I'm afraid. Don't want to, but sometimes we have to bite the bullet and do that. Get rid of that. We don't need that. Get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. So we've actually got quite a big area now that we can work in as well, because those wind turbines take up a lot of area. They really do. So this is the coal power plant. So we're currently... local deliveries on. I'm also going to turn global coal deliveries on as well. But I think we are getting some locally as well. But when we run out of local, we're going to have to buy it in. So let's put in a nice sign. Get ourselves... that's a dirty coal generator. Medium, that's high, that's medium. What's that? Clean coal generator. I need a university. Oh, I haven't got any of those things. So let's add one. These are better than the dirty one, so hopefully it'll be alright. There you go. Alright, we should have more than enough energy now for these, for the that we need. Water is polluted. Alright, where's our... it's over here, isn't it? Right. So if I get rid of these... not like that. If I get rid of these ones, I can put the thingy pumps in, the ones that filter. So I can put in, there you go, a filtration pump. And that should reduce the amount of water pollution that we have. That's the theory anyway. That should work. And I put one of these, I mean it's pumping a lot of water. It's just whether, is that, that's a basic water pump, that's filtration. Basic and filtration. So it's, can I get rid of that and then put one of these in? Can I do that, or is there not enough space? Doesn't look like there's enough space. But there is enough space there. Like so. It's not going to be enough space there either, is there? I'm just trying to get it more compact if I can. So put that there. Can I put another one on there? No. I'm going to have to put it there. That's a little bit more messy than it was before, but all these are now filtration pumps. So they'll all be taking out the pollution as it's being pumped to the city. So hopefully that'll help. What else have we got? Problems with not enough shoppers, and we need more residential. So there's a high demand for residential at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the area that we had before that had the wind power plants in it, and I'm going to fill that with people now. And that way we'll have more Sims able to do more jobs, pay more taxes, and basically just give me a lot of money. That's the goal. Okay, let's see how far we can go up here. Because everyone wants to live next to a recycling plant. That looks alright. And then if we put that as green, that area there and around here. So we should now have some Sims move into these areas. We do need to put bus stops and things like that in to make sure they can get around. One there. One there. I think there's a few down here anyway, isn't there? Yeah. And the school ones, so their children can go to school. So put one there. And one there. So then they've got enough areas to do that as well. Okay, so garbage. Power shortages. Well, we shouldn't have power shortages. So I'm just going to speed up time because that's going to make it so the power plant's function and everything like that. I just want to see what's going on. Okay, fire service is slow apparently. Or is there a sewage problem? There's a sewage problem. That explains it. So that needs power. Why are these not getting power? So there's no power going. Is that not connected to anything? That's why it's not connected to anything. Oh, Carl. I bet you're all screaming, aren't you, at the screen going, Carl, that road is not connected. That's why there's no power. Just want to move it a little bit up here. Can I do that? There we go. So that's now connected. So these people couldn't even get to work, and the plants couldn't even do anything because right, so I could do with, I know this house is going to get destroyed, but there we go. So they can now get, you see how all these go from being red to being fine as soon as I actually fix that issue that I caused in the last episode. Because I got rid of this road here because of the trading depot. That's what happened. And I need to, what's this? Metal, plastics, and freight. So I could do with a coal area. When we get coal in. Crude oil. Oil. Oh, we already got one. No. Pop that in there. There we go. So we got everything we need in that trading depot now. So water. It's just pollution issues with the water. Now, the pumping station does have well, obviously these don't. So if I get rid of these tanks, we shouldn't then be pumping polluted water into the city. If we get rid of the tanks that are polluting it. So this is fine. This is pumping water that's fine into the city. So I might add a few more on here just to help. Like so. And they're fine by the look of it. So the pollution's already gone down, as you can see on your screen, since I got rid of those. So we shouldn't now. Is that one fine? That one's fine. Just trying to see if there's any more. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think there's any more pumping stations. There's one there, but it's not pumping polluted stuff. Neither is that one or that one. So I think we're fine because it's just gone right down to low now. So I think we fixed that issue. And there's just a health issue. Lots of health issues. So we might need to invest in... Do we not have a Department of Safety? We don't have enough residents for Department of Safety. Might be worth adding in maybe not another one, but increasing the resources at this one. So I'm just going to work on the emergency services and basically just add in police station. Where are we? Medical. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some more waiting rooms. I guess I can only add one more waiting room. I've reached the limits of what that place can do now. I'm going to add in one more of those. A bus depot. Area there. Limit on police cars. I know we have 2 police stations now. And again, that's at its limit as well, isn't it? So that's as much as I can add to those. There's health issues. Might be worth adding in a medical centre down here, if I can. If I can fit one in. Somewhere down here. Although I can't. Just got to pick an area that's actually going to work. You see that red box there? That means I can't expand that way. So if I get rid of that road and just have it all link into the main road, like so, I can put some emergency services down here as well. Okay, so now I can add in a medical centre. Like so. I can add in another fire station. I've just got to be careful about money. Just want to make sure that I'm using money wisely. Okay. See, at the bottom of your screen you can see how much I'm earning per hour, which is about 3,000 at the moment. I just don't want to do it so much that I end up, you know, not being able to afford it all. That's my only concern. Because everything you add in this game has an hourly rate to it that you have to pay. So there's no cost per hour on that, which is good because it's a sign. There's 200 simians per hour per ambulance. So 2 of them. Bob in one of those. Don't think I need 2. I think it'll be fine for the minute. I just don't want to add too much all at once if I can help it. So another fire engine on there. Bob that on top of there. Bob one of those on top of there. And a nice little flag in the garden as well. Police station. We'll add in some cars. Like so. We'll add in a sign. Like there. And we'll add in a cell block, I think at the back. It's probably the best place to put it. So there we go, we've got our new emergency services down here as well as the ones in the middle. I think it's good to have it round here because this is kind of an industrial area. So it means that you know, when there's crime in the industrial area, it means that, you know, now that crime is going to be dealt with a lot faster than it would before, and also any medical issues that come from the industrial area as well. I'm just upgrading all the roads to high density because a few of the businesses are complaining that they can't upgrade because of the roads. Those are as high as they can go. High, high, high. That can go to high as well. You'll see the buildings start to get bigger, and that means, you know, they've got more area to work in, which is good. I'm just going to upgrade all these to high density. Obviously I can't make them upgrade them anymore because unlike these areas that are already bigger, that's as far as you can upgrade them when they're these small ones here. It should mean that it can carry a bit more traffic and things like that, so that's always good. That's always good. And there you go, I've upgraded most of the roads here, in fact all of them here to high density, I believe. Yeah, they've all been upgraded to high density, so we should now be able to get more and more businesses and families in as well. So we can upgrade our mayor's mansion, which is really great, so we'll do that now. Let's see what we can get. So we have to keep an 80% approval rating to be able to upgrade the mansion. So let's see what we can get. So we could get a sports car garage, a guard post, we can get ourselves a balcony, or a guest house. I think the first thing I'm going to get is a guard tower. I like to be secure. So bob that down there, and then that's a little guard area for them to keep those protesters in check, because they don't like me at the moment. Why? What's the problem? People are protesting there was no water. Well, you're right, there was no water, but there is water now, so I don't see what the problem is, to be honest. We're running on battery power because it's night, obviously. But everything else looks pretty fine. I'm going to go through the rubble and the bulldozing now and just make sure that everything is fine. So that one couldn't find work. Not enough freight shipments. We do have freight shipments now. So this one's caused by building fire. We now have more emergency services to cope with that. Too many deaths. We do have more. Look at these roads though. Use public transport. Use public transport. Oh my days. You see, when I go out in my car and I complain about the roads, which I do a lot. It's sort of like there's too many cars, isn't there? Not enough tarmac. So there's only so much tarmac you can actually build. That's the problem. Can't find shops. Do need more shops. Not enough freight shipments. Is that everybody? I think it is. I think that's everybody. Yep. No more rubble, no more abandoned buildings. No more rubble, no more abandoned buildings. Oh no, fire service, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, we fine. Fire service is slow. That's this. You got like... It's literally a fire station like there and there, and you've got like a ton of fire engines. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. I think there's 3 over there. So there's like 8 fire engines. Fire engine there. Oh, they're stuck in traffic, that's why. They're stuck in traffic. There's not really a lot I can do about that though, is there really? I can't, there's no way of like setting a road to emergency services only. Oh, you see the industrial areas are now being upgraded. Now I've upgraded those roads, so they're building their new buildings. That's great to see. Just want to make sure that these areas are all put in correctly, which they are by the looks of it. But yeah, there's not really a lot I can do in terms of the roads, because at the end of the day, you know, there's no way of me setting a road to emergency services only. If there was, then I would do that. I know this is me, but I need to get rid of these houses because I need some more shops. They're complaining there's not enough shops, and the only way I can give them shops is to bulldoze their houses. Sounds a bit mean. It is a bit mean, but... So I'm going to put the blue area in there to have some little shops along here. Businesses that are already moving in now, so that's really good to see. So that's going to do us for today, guys. This has been episode 9 of CarlRyds Plays SimCity. Our little city is coming along really nicely, and we've got another upgrade to our mayor's mansion that we're going to start off with in the next episode. So join me next week for CarlRyds Plays SimCity. If you like this episode, hit that like button, and if you really liked it, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!